electric vehicles, specifically electric SUVs, aren't really my cup of tea when it comes to a vehicle. Nissan Ariya, for example, when it first launched, it was in a front-wheel drive model. But then, the Platinum version came around. Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mack. In this video, I have this 2023 Nissan Ariya E-Force Platinum version with 389 horsepower and 442 pound-foot of torque. Under 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, that really does pique my interest. But I'm going to show you around this vehicle, show you various features, take it on a drive, give you guys my final verdict. But let's go ahead and get into this review. Let's go! Looking on the outside of the 2023 Nissan Ariya Platinum Plus E-Force all-wheel drive. This is your key fob right here. You do have lock, unlock, as well as a trunk release and a panic button right there. This does have the new Nissan key fob and new Nissan logo up top. Now, as equipped, this vehicle is $64,015. It is dressed in a two-tone red exterior with a navy blue interior, which I will show you guys in a second. Now, this version, the Platinum Plus, has 19-inch aero wheels. You can also get a 20-inch wheel option for no extra charge. But you will lose a little bit of range with that because you're getting big wheel and these are more aerodynamic. But looking at the front end design of the Ariya, you can see you do have full LED lighting. You see the daytime running lights are right here. Also double as your turn signal over here, which I do have on this side. And your LED low and high beams are above that LED daytime running light up there. Speaking also of illumination, you do have a illuminate Nissan logo, which will not light up at nighttime when you are driving, with a surround view camera up front. LED fog lights are further down below in the front diffuser. Look a little bit more at the styling. You can see you do have this more aero vent right here to help with the aerodynamics of this vehicle, as well as the parking sensors up front. Like I stated before, with the wheels, you can get a 20-inch wheel option, but that will reduce range. So these do have 19-inch aero style wheels wrapped in 235 with tires, both front and rear. I also like how they have blacked out wheel arches right there, really giving it that amazing two-tone design. You can also see on the roof it has that two-tone design as well, so you get more of this floating top pillar up there around the cabin. You have blacked out power folding mirrors with side view cameras right there with blind spot information and keyless entry for all 4 door handles. A panoramic glass roof up top, which does let in pretty good light inside of the cabin, which I will show you guys in a second. Coming around to the rear of the Ariya, you do have a full LED light bar that goes the whole width of the vehicle with LED amber turn signals and LED reverse lights further in. With Platinum E-Force badging right there on this side and Ariya badging over here on that side. Let me show you guys the trunk space. Tailgate is powered, of course. You'll find 22.8 cubic feet of space. The seats do fold down in a 60-40 fashion. You have LED illumination on both sides, with a couple of cargo tie downs towards the bottom, all with the floor mats. A subwoofer right here. And you have a fix flat kit right there on this side with some first aid stuff. More storage on that side as well as on this side right here with your first aid kit and some more paperwork. Hit this button right here to lock the doors and close the tailgate, and this one just for the tailgate. Now this is the part where I would say, let me show you guys under the hood, but since this is a EV, there's actually nothing under the front, so I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit more about specs of this Ariya. The charging port is on the passenger side, so it has a 87 kilowatt hour battery. It gets 267 miles of range. If you charge on a standard 240 volt, it'll take about 14 hours to charge. If you use a DC fast charge or about 350 kilowatt charger, it'll take about 40 minutes from 0 to 80%. This dual motor setup has 389 horsepower with 442 pound-foot of torque. Vehicle weight is about 5,000 pounds as this one is equipped. Let me show you guys the window sticker right here. So right now you see it's saying 267 miles of range, but let me show you guys in the interior that this thing is very conservative with the range. This is well over 300 miles, easily. Get a 3/4 view for you guys right there. Boom. But let's hit the interior. We're going to start out in the back seats. When I have the seat adjust for my frame at 5'6", I have about 6 inches of legroom. Now, as far as headroom goes, I have about 2.5 inches of headroom. It's honestly pretty good back here. Storage compartments right there. The windows are automatic. We got 3-stage heated rear seats. USB-A port right there, as well as a USB-C port. Some air vents right there. More storage on that side. In the center console right here, you do have 2 cup holders. And its panoramic glass roof just lets in so much light into the interior. You also do have LED illumination up top, which is touch sensitive. There we go. It softly goes off. Here's a quick look to the front cabin. You see the lovely navy blue interior. But let's hit the driver's seat of the Aria, where all of the action happens. Looking at the driver's seat of the Aria, you do have 2-person memory right here. You also do have 2-person memory for the passenger seat as well. It does have the same range of motion. All windows are automatic. They have your power folding mirror controls right there. Your unlock and lock door functions right there. All the materials right here are soft touch. This part is suede. Soft touch up here. Soft touch here. A little bit harder here, but you do have like a little bit of white accent lighting right there at nighttime, which looks so cool. It's a little bit harder down below with some storage. Your gas and brake pedal. Over here you do have a couple of shortcut preset buttons. So your lane keep, steering assist right here. Your head-up display on and off. A auto hold function. You can also reset the battery, and a trunk release right there with your light delay functions right there. Look a little bit more at the seat functions. You have power bottom as well as back support with a forward lumbar support right there. The seats are perforated. It is Nappa leather and it's very soft. That's probably one of the biggest factors of looking at this Aria is the interior. This don't really feel like a Nissan. This feels like a Infiniti product. But stepping inside of the Aria, looking in front of you, you do have dual 12.3-inch displays for both the Nissan Connect functions right here, as well as for the cluster in front of you. Over here on this side, you do have your light controls with automatic light functions right there, and wiper functions on this side. This little sensor right here just looks at your eyes to make sure you're focusing on the road. Over here on this side of this 2-spoke steering wheel, you do have your driver assist technology over here, with your lane keeping assist and all that, which you will try on the road for ProPilot 2.0. And over here on this side is how you configure the 12.3-inch cluster right here in front of you. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to configure that. So you have this clean display right here. You can put up all your different trip information, the all-wheel drive torque functions, charge times, and then you have a navigation page right here. So show you turn-by-turn navigation right here in your line of sight, as well as your heading. Media functions right there. Your driver assist, so your lane keeping assist, speed limit assist right there. And other settings, which you can configure right here for your VDS or your stability control settings right there. Your driver assist, your lane change, blind spot assist, emergency exit, and so on. Your personal display right there, so you can basically customize how you want the display to be. Your head-up display, which let me show you guys that real quick, is very clear and crisp, provides a lot of information when you do have the driver assist on. So right here you have your speed as well as speed limit in the area if you so desire, and your cruise control functions. And also put up your radio displays right there as well. So you can change the brightness. So you can see right there the full head-up display. Different content, eco settings, your tire pressures, some more vehicle settings right there. So on the interior, you can also configure the accent lighting. So let me see if I can put it on max brightness. And you can see like a little bit of white right there. That's what the accent lighting will be at nighttime, as well as over here on the door panels and even in the back seat, which looks so cool. And you do get a little bit of ambient lighting on the front dashboard. So basically go up the diagram. It'll literally be at the top as well. So you'll see it around here and it'll just go all the way across. This thing really does have you covered when it comes to ambient lighting at nighttime. Even though I do wish it was multiple colors, I can appreciate that they did offer this. A couple other functions and so on, but let's go ahead and exit that setting. You also do have your EV settings and other stuff right there. Maintenance, you can customize the displays and go back to your factory settings. And then you can go back to your fixed display right here, which has a clean look. And you can see for the range right here, we're at 315 miles on 87%. So that's way over what the EPA would suggest at 267 miles, which is just crazy. Look a little bit more at the infotainment. You do have a couple of shortcut buttons over here. So you have your camera button right there, which will pull up your 360 camera, as well as your brightness for the screen from nighttime mode or daytime mode, depending upon how you want it. But I do want to start out with a Apple CarPlay test. This does have wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So let's go ahead and test that out. It does have a 10-speaker Bose sound system, so let's see how it sounds.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9.
As you can see, the 10-speaker Bose sound system has a lot of bass and sound quality, and definitely in the mainstream segment, Bose is definitely up there as far as one of the best sound systems. But I'm looking a little bit more inside of your infotainment. Your phone connections, you have navigation over here. So we'll try a navigation test, see how good that is. You see right there, navigation picked up with no problem at all. It's very quick and responsive. You can see right there, it started up.
The route calculation is complete. Proceed to the nearest road.
And then you can cancel it right there if you do make a mistake. But going back to your home page right here, you have some more settings right here for your connections. It'll also show you like where the nearest charging port is right there in your area. Your different built-in apps right here for your Nissan Connect. Your EV pages right there. It'll talk about driving range, your uses, and so on. You also have built-in Hey Alexa functions. Your weather functions over here on this side. Your connected services, your telematics, your energy use function right there. And it'll show you basically various different profiles that you have connected to right now. Your radios over here on this side. And over here is your climate control, which is in the screen. And you also do have a couple of physical buttons down below. But you do have 3-stage heated and cooled front seats with a heated steering wheel. So there we go. Let's put on the cool seat. Oh yeah, that feels nice. But the response and everything on the screen is very easy to use and quick to pick up. A couple more shortcut buttons right here for your climate controls with your window defrost. And also turn up and down the fan temperature with a auto function. Looking right here, you do have your volume controls with hazard button and a track forward and back for the radio. One thing I am a sucker for is the bronze trim, and I just love this bronze trim around the interior. A parking brake right here with your push button start. You can also see a little bit of the accent lighting down below, which is so cool by the gas and brake pedal. Have your glove box over here on this side. This is how you control the gear shifter of the Aria. This is your center console. Let me close that so you guys can see a little bit more. But you basically push for park, push that forward for reverse. You have a 360 camera with trajectory lines and automatic parking, neutral, drive, and you do have a battery mode right there. There we go. You can see it right there inside of the center console. So go D, B, there we go. And then you push again for park. You can also activate your auto parking function right here. A E-step mode for the region braking. And then you have a secret compartment right here. So let's go ahead and hit the open button, see where it comes out. So cool, look at that, that's so cool. You can slide that forward and back. And it's another hidden compartment in there. So I'm thinking if I had like my snacks and stuff, my hidden snacks I want nobody else to eat, you just put it in there and you're fine. Over here is your drive mode setup right here. So you can change your different drive modes between sport, standard, eco, and a snow mode right there. But we'll go ahead and leave that in standard for now. You can also move the center console right here on this side, forward and back. So cool. A couple other things down below. You do have some more charging ports, USB-A port right there, as a USB-C port, and a 12-volt charger with some more storage down below. Two cupboards are a pretty good size, and you can also use the little cargo cover right here. Nice hidden and clean view. Over here is your wireless charging pad. So let me show you guys that with my phone. There we go, charging up no problem at all. And you do have a little bit more storage back here. I just love this copper trim around the center console, it's nice. Now looking up top, you can see you have a digital camera mirror right here, or you can just basically change to a regular view, but I think this does really help with visibility, especially with the C-pillars being a little bit more sloped than in a more like box off rear end design. LED illumination up top, and then your panoramic glass roof controls right here. So let me open that back up so you guys can see the panoramic glass roof. Lets in so much light inside of the cabin. You can also tilt and open it right there with that button. And you do have garage door opener functions right here on that side. And you do have LED illumination for your visor. But let's go and take the Aria E-Force Platinum for a drive and see how she does. All right, I want to try out the automatic parking in the Aria. So we're gonna put it in drive. Yep. So right now it's gonna look for a spot. You can configure between parallel and perpendicular. Let's see if we find something. All right, so we're gonna pick that parking space right there. We're gonna select it. All right. So right now it's gonna park itself. It's taking over the gas and brake pedal. I like how it gives you like little trace lines right there showing you like where the vehicle's actually gonna put itself as it works its way back. I'm not doing the gas or brake pedal nor the steering inputs. It's doing it all by itself. My other hand's over here. There we go, and that's the automatic parking function in the Aria. We are behind the wheel of the 2023 Nissan Aria E-Force Platinum. We're going to start out in Eco mode for maximum range. Speaking of visibility out the front, rear, and sides, I see great over the hood as well as out the side mirrors. And even with the standard view right here, I can see pretty good out the back. But even with the C-pillars in the back, you can also use this digital rear camera right here if you want the full visibility out the back. But yeah. So a few months ago, the Aria did debut. It was only in the front-wheel drive model, which I believe had like 200 and something horsepower, which honestly really didn't excite me. But once I heard the E-Force Platinum version was coming, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just wait, reserve judgment until the fully loaded trim with all the bells and whistles comes out for me to see how it competes. And I am honestly glad that I did wait. Look in the front of you, do have this clear head display. So I have my speed limit as well as the speed limit in the area. You know, of course, also configure a couple of other things inside the head display as far as your content settings and stuff and so on. But you do have these dual 12.3-inch displays right here in front of you, which do provide a lot of information and graphics. I'll go ahead and turn on E-Step, which is basically like your regen function right there. And you also have a B mode, which you can configure. There you go. It's in B mode right now. You see right there also with the lane keeping assist, it does have a little bit of vibration inside the steering wheel as well as pull you back into the lane. It says the full suite of Nissan ProPilot 2.0. So you have all that, adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, the rear occupant alert, and everything. You see right there also give you a warning right there, because it's using this little camera right here. It's actually looking at my face to make sure that I'm paying attention. I'm gonna go ahead and put this central display right here into a navigation view so you guys can see the whole settings that we'll put up right here in front of you. Now, speaking more of drive mode, so you have Eco, Snow, a standard mode, and then you have sport mode as well. Is that an E63 wagon? Oh, that thing's sick, man. Let me go into settings real quick, and we are going to try a quick acceleration. Go ahead and turn off traction, and we'll put her into sport mode. Yeah, let's put it in sport. Now, Nissan says 0 to 60 is 4.8 seconds. So we will go ahead and try that out. This vehicle is about 5,000 pounds, which I mean it's definitely on the heavier entry as far as like
You can interrupt the voice prompt and give a command immediately by pushing the talk switch, canceling voice recognition.
But you can definitely feel the weight of this vehicle. 5,000 pounds is definitely on the heavier side of the segment. But 0 to 60 is 4.8 seconds. So let's go ahead and try that out. We got traction off. Whew. Yeah, this thing is quick. She is definitely quick. Let's go back to our main display right here. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about range with this Aria, as this vehicle is rated at 267 miles of range. And let me tell you guys, this thing is underrated. Right now at 86%, we're at 309 miles of range. This thing, Nissan over-delivered when it came to range. And also too, on that topic of Nissan over-delivering, I want to talk a little bit more about the interior, because this is literally like an Infiniti interior, the way the materials are, the appointments and everything. You have a little bit of quirkiness about it, and all the materials are just bueno. We have memory settings right here for the driver as well as for the passenger. And as far as seat comfort goes, these Nappa leather seats, I gotta tell you guys, are comfortable like a lazy boy couch. Also, on the topic of talking about seat functions, let me try one more acceleration real quick, right? I love the drive mode thing right here in the center console. It's cool. Oh, yeah, you can feel that weight. But I'm speaking a little bit more about seat comfort. So seat comfort is good. You do have heated and cooled front seats with heated seats in the back. So you do have plenty of amenities when it comes to that. But this E-Force all-wheel drive system, I gotta tell you guys, I highly recommend getting it. It has the perfect amount of power. The base version, the front drive version, wasn't doing it for me, but this really is. Tunnel run. I just had to make some noise, right? But yeah, that thing is really picky at me. It's like, look forward. I see. But yeah, overall, the Aria so far isn't too bad in the first few feet of driving around city town driving. But we're about to hit the highway in a second, so I wonder how that will actually do. But overall, the interior materials are phenomenal. I love the suede right here on the door panels with the leather and all the touch points. And you do have a little bit of ambient lighting, so like the little trim that I show you guys in the walk around on the door panels, down by like your foot right there where the gas brake pedal is. And a little bit right even there by like the head-up display and stuff right there on the top of the dashboard. It's so cool. These are one of the products I honestly can say without a doubt. We're not even in the conclusion. I'm already talking about this. But this is probably one of the only vehicles I could say in the Nissan lineup that's honestly over-delivered and is like literally surpassed the competition or above it in terms of everything that it's doing.
You can interrupt the voice prompt and give a command immediately, canceling voice recognition.
We're in standard mode. We'll go ahead and turn the battery thing back off. We're back in drive. So battery mode basically be for your region functions, and honestly in battery mode it wasn't too bad with the region functions. It's not too aggressive and it's not too light. It is a perfect middle ground between the two. It's like moderate. It's, I think, just right when it comes to region braking. But yeah, the interior is really what impresses me about this Aria. So we left the dealership, it was about 327 miles of range. It's about 90%. Right now we're on 305. And that's with me coming up to this area where I film at. It was a few miles up. That's what, like, kind of aggressive driving, just sampling to see how the power is. Which, honestly, is not bad. Definitely a straight line car. Definitely wouldn't take it around corners. I think if you want to look for more of a corner carver electric SUV, Kia EV6 GT, definitely that one as far as corner carver goes. But I like how this has a little bit more of the luxury aspect. But as we sit in traffic right here on the highway, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on our driver assist technology. So right now I have it set. You have several different following distances right there, between 3 all the way down to 1. And it'll use the camera up top to follow the traffic in front of you. I also like too this adaptive cruise control is that you do have little diagrams of like vehicles around you. So like this truck right here or a bus is actually picking up both of those right there, as well as this car right here in front of us, and it does a pretty good job of that. I do also like the lane keeping assist as well. Let me see how I can veer over to show you guys that. You see right there, it will also give you a little feedback inside the steering wheel and give you a chime as well. Does a pretty good job of keeping you centered in your lane. And just driving on the highway, honestly, I can tell that the refinement at highway speeds is great. We're going just under 70 miles an hour. Not too much road noise or wind noise outside from the tires, and none of that. Now keep in mind, these do have the 19-inch wheels. You can get a 20-inch wheel. But the 19s are more for aerodynamics to help with range. But I think aesthetically, the 20-inch wheel looks a little bit better. How is passing power? If the drive mode will work. Just fine to me. 389 horsepower and 442 pound-foot of torque at the tap of the throttle. I'm so impressed with this vehicle. I mean, the interior materials, the cabin at highway speeds, you really can't hear nothing while driving around right now. Like, this is crazy. Love this digital camera mirror up top. region braking feels so good. Now, as we get close to the dealership, I do want to talk a little bit more about the conclusion of what I think about this Aria, the E-Force Platinum version. Now, I have to say, as far as the acceleration is great. It does 0 to 60 in about 4.8 seconds, and I feel it's bang on right with what Nissan says. And what I'm really impressed with, as I stated over and over and over again, is the interior material quality. This is basically an Infiniti with a Nissan badge. I'm not going to be real. This is what Infiniti should be doing on the interior. All this right here, the suede materials, soft touch here, a little hard right there, but the ambient lighting right there around the cabinet at night time looks so cool. And of course, I'm a little sucker for the copper finish right there around the interior, around some of the buttons right here in the front, button right there. You got this movable center console right here. And as far as driver assist technology, driver assist is great. You got the full suite of the ProPilot Assist, which works great. The adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, both of that works in tandem to keep you in your lane and moving. Blind spot detection is great as well, so you can see like all your very different blind spots, especially with this window sticker right here. This really does help me out, as well as this camera view mirror up top. The panoramic glass roof does let in a lot of light. I'm also impressed with the head-up display, the ambient lighting at nighttime. Though I do wish it would have like changeable colors, but that's probably just a small gripe. I do like the white finish that it does have. You know, like white signifies clean, purity, and yeah. You got your drive modes right here. You got your little secret compartment right here to store your favorite candy and stuff. You can slide that forward and back. It's so cool. Speaking more of tech too, inside of the screens, you have plenty of customizations, wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, and you basically have everything that you would want in a electric SUV. Woo! But yeah, so honestly, if I'm really being honest, I didn't really expect it was gonna be this good, but I gotta tell you guys, this is way better than I anticipated for this vehicle. I ain't gonna pay for it. I was a little questionable about the range or whatever, but it's just fine. And the styling too isn't bad either. You got a couple of styling elements. So you have the light up or illuminated Nissan logo, the LED headlights, which kind of gives this cool shape into the pattern of the V-motion grille, which is so cool. But yeah, so that is going to wrap up this video. Please sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. And like I said, I honestly recommend checking out this Aria in the E-Force version with the dual motor setup. I know that they do have a couple of other versions in the pipeline. I know they have an Evolve version, so you don't have to get like the fully loaded trim or get everything. You can get a lower trim with the all-wheel drive setup, and I highly recommend going down to the Nissan dealership to check that out. But this is Chris signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.